Test 1, 2. All right, we're on. Thanks everybody for being here tonight. I know we had several that do plan to play that couldn't be here tonight. So appreciate you guys being out here later on a Saturday night. If you want to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just share my screen and just go through just a couple of thoughts that we had. Officers talked a couple of nights ago, just to kind of figure out what we want to do as a guild with the War Within. And so just want to kind of share some of that with you guys. And let me see, I'm going to share my screen. Maybe. Guys, tell me when you can see my screen okay.
I can see it.
It's working.
Sweet. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. We had a fun night in with Onyxia already, and we'll keep going with this. But we have a few folks in here that are new to the guild or not as familiar, maybe not have raided with us in the past. So for some of you guys, some of this will be repeat stuff. But I did want to welcome our newest Filthy Casuals, Chromir. We just gained Chromir today, and then I know some other folks haven't been with us as long. I know Runeward has been with us a little bit less time than others, so just wanted to say welcome. Just always a reminder, guys, is that our guild motto is to treat others as you want to be treated, and just like we do it in SOD, that's what we want to do here. We started off as a hardcore guild last year, Bloodcell Buccaneers, and then moved over to Hardcore Real, and then for official Hardcore launch, and then we did SOD in November, and we've been doing that ever since. But just kind of the reminders that Filthy Casuals, I always maintain we're an idea that crosses several modes of WoW, that we're not just a guild that's tied to a specific server, but that we have we're a family that crosses multiple game modes. So let's talk a little bit about our guild plans. As always, as we always do, I encouraged us to do team building stuff. So I think it's always fun if we can level together, do dungeons together, do delves together, Mythic Plus, and even raid together. So it's always just better whenever we're hanging out. So just kind of try to keep that in mind, and let's do stuff together. That way we can just have a good time. So kind of what we're looking at would be one raid team, given the count of folks that are interested, have expressed an interest so far. And most likely what it's looking like is we would be doing Saturday evenings for raids. And the primary reason is that kind of our MO is right now, with our focus being on SOD, we don't want to take away from those efforts or raid during a time that one of our other SOD teams is raiding. So this is kind of the night that we've kind of put together to say, all right, we're going to dedicate Saturday evenings as a raid night for us. We're looking at doing normal raids and then progressing into heroic after a couple of weeks. At this time, we really don't have any interest in doing Mythic at all. That's just crazy, and we are Filthy Casual. So, nothing too super hardcore, but, we definitely want to do something challenging. Reminder as always that if we commit to being a raider, that our raid spots are commitment, because we want to clear content. We want to encourage you guys, make certain that you're proactive to sign up for raids. If you don't sign up, then we can't plan. As always, we understand life happens, so maybe you have to, for whatever reason that you can't make it to raid, but the sooner that we know, the easier it is for us to make plans to fill. Almost always we're going to need at least 2 tanks. Almost always we're going to need at least 3 healers and 9 DPS. So, it's just easier for us to figure it out if you give us some advance notice. Just a reminder, We do keep Warcraft logs, and so each team we're going to be logging our raids using the Guild Warcraft logs account. Just a reminder that logs are a tool, not a club. We're not elitist, and then dead bosses is more important than Trogdor's stupid healing parse, right, Trogdor? Or should I say Jas with Mr. Top 100 healing parse? Um, Nothing really changes. With how we're going to do it here. Just try to observe these common courtesies. Only raid leaders talking during encounters. Avoiding loot drama. We do. It is a little bit different in retail how loot is done. It's group loot. The raid leader there's no such thing as a master looter. So I hate the loot system. But the one thing, the one pro about it is that somebody can't roll or need off spec on something anymore. But the one con about this system is that somebody could win going away with 6 or 7 pieces in one night because they were lucky, while other people, might not get anything because they had unlucky rolls. So, just as we always do in our raid teams, just encouragement is, if you want a piece or two, consider passing in deference to your guildies, just kind of keep that in mind. It's not a hard and fast rule, but, we're not all about the loot here. As we do in SOD, just make certain that you're ready, know your class, know your role, know the encounters, have your consumables, all of those basic things that we're always going to do with raiding. And if you do have a problem or a question during the raid, whisper your concern to the raid leader or an officer, and then we'd be glad to do it. Glad to talk to you about it. We will, moving into the War Within, we're carrying over 3 of our 4 officers from the Retail Guild, and that would be me and Jas and Bloody. Bloody couldn't be here tonight; he had a family thing. But us, we 3 will be doing, running this guild as officers here. As we always do, encourage you to respect your guildie's time, be at the instance early, have your consumables ready. We do want to try to provide some consumables, but also cauldrons may not be ready for a little bit, and then flasks may be a little bit too pricey to begin with. So, try to have what you can early on to try to maximize your effort. As we're able to, as we start getting the recipes for cauldrons and feasts and things like that, then the guild is going to do our best to try to provide those. Just like we do, assume that you're not going to have a summon, so personal responsibility to get to the raid instance. We're always going to try to start on time, and we're always going to try to end on time. So those are important things that we really try to respect your time, and likewise we just ask you to respect ours as well. Right now we do have a little over $1 million gold in the bank, thanks to all of those who did donate. I think Musler gave like $500,000 gold. I know that Adon, I think you gave a big chunk. I think that's right.
I don't think so.
And then I know that I gave a big chunk too. So we're sitting at right around $1 million. So we'll turn on repairs for raid nights for raiders, just like we do in SOD. If we have raid BOEs, obviously those can be a big chunk of revenue for us. So if you do want to buy a BOE, you can purchase it for half of whatever the going price of the auction house is. And then what we'll do is if you win it, the person that wins it will split that with you once we sell it on the auction house. And then another thing to keep in mind is that if there is also a possibility, if it's just a BIS piece, that it could be potentially dispersed to a raid team member, just kind of at our discretion. Okay. So that's basically it. Most of you guys have been with us for a while, and you're familiar with what we what we're doing and who we are. I do have a survey out here that I would ask you guys. I'm going to put it in the I'm going to put it in our Discord. That way you guys can click on it and take it real quick. That way we can get some information. I'm going to put that in the Retell the War Within. Why is it doing is an image? And of course it's pasting it as an image, so hang on. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to share this. I guess first thing that I would ask you guys is what are the questions that you guys have, or any comments? There shouldn't be any huge surprises for our folks. Does anyone have any questions or comments about kind of what we're wanting to do?
Can you repeat the thing again? I wasn't listening.
Yes. All right.
Is it going to be a strict approach where we have to play the same tune every raid, or is it going to be more a flex system where we can just come on different characters depending on the night?
Yeah, I mean, I think that while we're doing progression, we want to have gear tunes, right? And I'm going to be running my main because we want to have the best possibility to kill some bosses. I would say once we kind of get stuff on farm, then we can look at bringing some stuff in, bringing some alts in. It's just like it is in retail or in SOD. Everybody wants to play their alts, but it can be difficult if you're not able to knock down a boss, because you have some alts that aren't geared yet. So I would agree. I think it's probably best to stick to a main for now, and then once we kind of get it on farm, then we can look at some alts.
Well, and then the other thing is, at the start, maybe let people swap for the first couple raid weeks if you really hate the classes that you're playing. Because I know I'm definitely not raiding on a mage. I can't stand mage and raid, but
yeah,
There are quite a few of us that have characters waiting to be transferred over from Mop Remix too.
oh,
Yep.
Yeah, I know you've got several, don't you, Zal?
Yeah.
I have one of every class at 70, so I can do any role.
All right. I just put the link to the form in the War Within text channel. If you guys want to take that real quick, I want to just kind of see what we have available.
Yeah, I don't know what my main's going to be yet. Especially if I have another raiding guild that I'm probably going to be with. So I'm not sure what my main is going to be over here.
All right.
Yeah, I still need to watch videos on hero talents.
I should probably figure that out sooner than later, because
Like now.
expansion comes out Thursday.
Yes, Thursday is when it drops. I was going to ask who all has early access. Does anybody have early access?
Talon does.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
We and I will probably get it as well.
Okay.
Can you add an option for the main class thing that is not committed?
Yeah, probably.
I'm still torn between this guy and my paladin.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking a tank of some kind, but Protection Warrior looks like it might be a lot of fun.
I'm not opposed to tanking on my Demon Hunter, although I kind of hate the way that Tank Hunter plays.
new hero talents might make it amazing.
That's true, exactly. Because I'm basing it off of what it was in current retail.
All right, Adon, refresh your page. You should have something at the very bottom.
Okay.
Did you get it?
Yep.
No comment?
I like it.
All right. All right, so I'm seeing we've got 3 responses so far. All 3 of them healers. Holy cow. Cool. All right.
What are we doing?
Take the survey that is in the Retail the War Within. I put the link in there in that text channel. Now we're up to 5 responses. Cool. All right, cool. That's all that I had for tonight, guys. Just get the, if you would, just get your response in. That way we can kind of have an idea of who's going to be available. That way we can start thinking about what raid teams are going to look like. You know, we can definitely also do some fill-in. You know, I know kind of my philosophy is I don't really want to do anything larger than a 20-person raid because that's a nightmare. But you know, if we can keep it below that, then I think everybody's happier, and you're more likely to kill stuff just because of the size of the raid. So I'm excited about it. I'm gonna let you guys.
Yeah, I have a quick question. I'm trying to level up my Ice Mage. Are these Radiant Echoes the best way to go about it?
100%.
Heck yeah, baby.
It's
Yeah, you do it in 6 hours. 6 hours.
Not 6 hours. Well, I guess 1 to 670 maybe.
I feel like they
Yeah,
nerfed it
170.
though, because today I was leveling a hunter, and I feel like it's not. We feel like Bull and I not as fast as it was in the past days.
I'll do some with y'all. Let me log over to my other chart here. I have a bunch of alliance characters I gotta level up.
I was gonna say Bellular put on YouTube that he was doing like 4 hours on his characters.
Wow.
It's super fast. I've leveled 3 characters from 60 to 70, an hour maybe each.
Okay.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
doing those.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did 1 to 70 on 4. I'm on 4 tunes now, and it's taken me maybe like an average of 5 hours for each character from 1 to 70.
Yeah, it's super quick.
Yeah, I've only done 2 hours on this character. I'm at 27. So.
Yeah, it goes
All
fast.
right. Who wants to join me for some of them? What are they called? Radiant Echoes?
You guys, yeah, you guys need to take Jazz too, so we can get to 70.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody. I appreciate y'all. It's gonna be fun.
Oh.
Thanks.
Quick question though.
Yeah.
When are we starting to raid? Do we have like a set date?
It's not going to be
Or-
until I think September 17th is when it actually opens. So it's
Oh,
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 weeks after.
Yeah. Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, perfect. We got time.
Perfect.
Plenty of time to level, plenty of time to do whatever you want to do and enjoy the game. I really like it that there's not this mad race right now to get to 80 or whatever the level cap is, and just be super swayed about it. We've got plenty of time, and I know for us, I want us to have fun. This is the fun stuff, but we definitely don't want to handicap any of our stuff with SOD here, and that's why we chose the Saturday night as the raid time. So
Mac, are you still online?
No, I actually love Saturday because now I can actually come to raids.
yeah, I'm online.
Okay, hold on. It must be case sensitive. No, not R. Double.
Whoever's doing the echoes, I'll knock out some.
Yeah, I think I'll switch over to one of my tunes. I don't know who I'm going to main. That's what I have to try to figure out.
I'm just leveling all of them while
Yeah.
I can.
Same, pretty much.
Might as well.
That's the
Pretty
thing.
much
We don't have
everyone.
access to grow talents, right? So it's only after at 71 that we'll be able to really dig into the class.
All right. Who all?
If you guys
Like
need
a-
another one, I'll jump on my hunter.